Hey guys, just I am doing this for a very specific reason. I within the last within the last few weeks or so, I've been getting a whole slew a whole slew of DVDs of new movies and TV shows, and I have yet to show any of you any of this. So I figured, and I was going to do this on Wednesday, but I didn't get to for circumstances that were beyond my control. So I figured I'd do it today and show you guys everything that I've gotten within the last month, at least within the last month, because I know it's been a while since I've done one of these like Goodwill find videos, and it's been a long time since I've actually uploaded an actual video and not just one of my recent live streams. So I figured I'd do this because I want to do this. So I hope y'all like it. If you don't, then I don't. Then that's okay. So let's see. First movie is this one. This one. Get Smart. I know for a fact that this also used to be the name of a TV show in the 60s, And the main character literally has a shoe phone. Has a phone that's also a shoe. Like, what? And I know there's a guy that watches my YouTube live streams, and has actually been watching my videos recently, Danny Staten. I mean, you might know what show I'm talking about. You might know what I'm talking about because I'm not trying to sound rude or anything, but you're old enough to have probably seen that show at least once or twice. So y'all might know this movie's got The Rock in it, so I thought, this ought to be nice. Now, one thing I did not know about this movie was that WWE's The Great Khali was also in this movie in a small scene near the end. Like, I did not know that he was also in this movie. It was a small part, but still. He basically played up to his WWE character, which was just a monster that just speaks in gibberish and likes to hurt people. Literally. So if you haven't seen this, get it and watch it. You'll love it. Second, and the first of my 2 TV shows that I wanted to show you guys. And now I know what some of you might think when you see this. Like seriously? Like seriously? He watches that show? Do not hate me. Do not hate me for this. Please, people. I watch Entourage. I have season 3, part 1 on DVD at home, and I haven't seen any other season except for that one. Although the one I've got at home is season 3, part 1. So technically there's a part 2 to season 3 that I haven't seen yet, and I want to get that. But do not hate me for this. I know this is probably, to some of you, might sound like a lame TV show, but I like it. Second TV show. Second TV show. Now I know what some of you might say about this TV show. That, okay, why this TV show? All it's really about is just supernatural stuff. And it's got blood and it's got creepy monsters in it and stuff. Why not? Why not? I love this show so freaking much. I love it. I mean, look at the back cover. Look at this thing. Whatever this is, that's creepy as hell. That's creepy as hell. And not that I like that particularly, but I love the supernatural aspect of the show, and which is ironic because that's the name of the show. So hey, don't hate me for any of this, any of these movies that I show you, or TV shows that I show you. Don't hate me for these. Okay, this is what I like to watch. So say what you want. Let's see. Now this next movie is one that y'all will definitely like, should definitely like, and should have seen at least once or twice. If you haven't seen artificial intelligence, you need to see it. I haven't seen it. Actually, I haven't seen it in a long time. And the first time I actually saw it, I actually didn't see the whole movie. I actually only saw like the last 20, 30 minutes of the movie. It was on TV, and it was on the station that I could have watched it on, but I just didn't. But if I'm not mistaken, that day I was just doing other stuff, and then when I finally decided to turn it over to that station to see what was on, I saw that this movie was on, and I saw Haley Joel Osment, who I know from watching Sixth Sense, Sign. I can't remember which other movies he was on. He was in like the Pay It Forward, and then that movie Secondhand Lions, which I remember him from, which is actually not a bad movie if you think about it. That was not a bad movie, and this movie is basically is great. I'm sure it is because I haven't seen the whole movie, but what I did see that first time, I actually thought was pretty cool. So if you haven't seen this, you need to see it now. Like, it's non-negotiable. You have to see it. Now, I know some of you are going to give me flack for this next movie. I'm sorry, but I had to get it. And I know some of you are going to ask me why I got it, and I'm just going to say one thing, and I'm just going to say it, and you better not call me out for it, but I found this movie specifically for me and my mom to watch it because I thought the two ladies that are in it, my mom actually likes the two ladies that are in it that play the leads. And I know some of you are going to call me out for it and say, this is a girls' movie. This is like one of those, like, I guess you could say girl trip movies in which Jessica Lange and Shirley MacLaine, let's see, Shirley MacLaine's character receives a life insurance check that was accidentally made out to $5 million instead of what she was expecting, which was only $50,000. And then her best friend urges her, advises the money, and then the two friends head to the Canary Islands. And then they wind up having to outwit a trio of con men that want the money. just earlier, but this computer is starting to freeze up. The screen froze up for a couple seconds, I don't know why. This next movie for some of you will not be a bit of a surprise, especially to those who know me that know that I love WWE, like Danny, Aaron, Austin, some of you guys, you're not gonna be surprised at all that I like this movie. The Reunion. And look who's in it. None other than John Cena. Any movie with John Cena, I'm getting it, I'm gonna watch it, I'm gonna love it, and don't hate me. I love WWE, so this was a no-brainer for me. Now this next one is definitely interesting for sure, because I've seen. Now, Danny, another TV show that you might have seen. I'm not sure if you have seen it, but you might have at some point. Dark Shadows. If you watch this video and you know what I'm talking about, then you can leave a comment, because I know recently every time I either go live or have uploaded a video on this channel, you've been leaving comments. And most of them actually just pertain to either how loud I'm talking or how I need to speak up. But if you know what I'm talking about, and if you have seen the TV show Dark Shadows, then you can leave a comment and say, "Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. I've seen that show. I mean, it's not bad." And yes, I've seen it, and it's not bad at all. Granted, it's in black and white, but I think at one point it actually does transition over to color. But have you seen the movie that they did? Did you see like the movie that they made of the show? Because if you haven't seen this, I suggest watching it. It's got a lot of great characters in it. It's got Johnny Depp, Michelle Pfeiffer, Helena Bonham Carter, Ava Green, Jackie Earle Haley, Johnny Lee Miller, Chloe Grace Moretz, and Bella Heathcote. I mean, it's definitely a movie you should watch. I've never seen it. This will be the first time I've seen it, so I just hope it's good. In fact, all of these that I have with me, I've never seen them before. Granted, I did tell you guys that I watched perhaps the last 30 minutes of AI, artificial intelligence, once. So technically I've seen part of that movie, but I didn't see the whole movie. So that's... These next two movies are kids' movies, but I like them, but I thought I'd get them anyways. This one, I'm sure is going to be hilarious. I've seen the first one. Especially with the white cat, Mr. Tinkles. I think Sean Hayes. I can't remember who voices the white cat in Mr. Tinkles in the first Cats and Dogs. I might have to look that up. But I can't remember. But I saw the first movie. I think they might have made a second one too. So I think they may have done like 3 of these. So if there is a second one, another one besides this one, I'm gonna have to get it and watch it, and hopefully it's gonna be just as funny as the first one that I saw, the first one that I got. If you haven't watched this, you have to. It's a given. It's gonna be funny. You're gonna laugh your ass off. No questions asked. Yeah, now this last this last movie is also a kids movie, and it's one that I've never seen before, but it should be good. Like when I first saw the movie, I thought it actually reminds me just a little bit of the Chronicles of Narnia series of movies. And I don't know if any of you have seen this one. I don't know if any of you have seen this movie, but if you haven't, this would be, I think, a good movie for y'all to see, because it looks like it could be very cool. And don't quote me on any of these movies that I've seen, because I've never seen any of these. Except for AI, Artificial Intelligence, which I have already said twice now that I've only seen like the last 20-30 minutes of the movie. But I figured I'd do this video because I couldn't do it at home, and I knew I just had to do this video at some point. So I figured I might as well do it here at the library. I'm just trying not to be too loud, but I figured I'd just get this video over with, and hopefully you guys like it. I don't know if any of you will call me out for some of the movies that I got, but I hopefully nobody will call me out for any of these movies. But then there's that one guy that I've mentioned a couple times where he might call me out for at least one or two of these movies. So especially that one with the two old ladies. Like, but I don't care. I'm watching it. I'm gonna love it. I'm gonna keep all of these movies and TV shows, and I'm gonna watch them. I'm definitely gonna have to make a new video on my entire collection of movies and TV shows, because I've gotten a whole lot more movies and TV shows recently, besides just these, that I haven't even made a video for yet. So I'm gonna have to make a new list, a new video for that. So I wanna. Oh, and I'm going live later today, so maybe soon. So be on the lookout for that. Bye, guys.